So how is it decided?
Right, so who is the best team in the lower league at the minute?
He's going to kill me. I'm pretty sure it's Bayern Neverlusen.
Who is the top team in the league at the minute?
Pretty sure it's Bayern Neverlusen as well.
No.
So how does
I would like you to be confirmed right now. It's Bayern Neverlusen.
I know that
each player has a skill level, so you put your skills together. And
I know that I'm a very relatively new manager, but I think
unfortunately the best team in the league, and I will prove it.
Teams win.
Is Recall United.
You are top of the league.
Your players are playing well. They'll go
and undefeated.
And if you're training them, they'll go down.
I'm halfway through the season. I'm undefeated.
To be fair though, I did
20 something.
Yeah, and you have two matches.
I did get promoted in my first season.
Every 10 weeks.
So there you go. I know.
So we've been playing for 5 years.
I'll be doing some interviews in a minute.
So have you got a pretty tough team now?
No, I did up until last.
Yes. Oh my God, that's long president of an audience. Yeah, we're working. We're your name, Jay Joy.
I've seen Bowers and stuff on now.
He's Tinder's biggest fan.
You are the best wingman.
I'm one of the only ones ever. I am also a wanker. Oh, well.
But that's why he's the wanker, because he's always the wingman and never the man.
He's always the wingman, never the man.
He's always goose.
They're mature for 12, aren't they?
That's what total bro is.
Not having rest in peace. Do you know, I hadn't actually seen Top Gun until about 3 months ago.
It's just
I saw my phone. I'm Return of Age. I'm keeping it off. You have to pixelate them. I'm keeping off. I could do that though.
just the feet, right?
No, it's not the feet.
Can't even do the feet. There are specialist websites.
If they're underage, I'm not doing it.
It's really bad to see the film.
It's a turban. I can zoom in on the turban.
You kind of don't see it's a good film because it's so hyped up. And when it's so hyped up, you expect it.
The thing is, right, I could do this, look at that, and look. I can zoom right in the background there, and they're not even in it. I could look at all that. And to prove it as well, you can even look at. So it looks like a pervert, but you're not.
I've got a very eye-catching.
Technically, the only ones I can film with them two. I film them two and that kid by there, that's about it. I can't film those. Two underage.
People say to me, watch this or do this.
I've begun evading reviews.
Did I say I'm undefeated in Expert 11?
Are you undefeated?
Yeah.
I would like to say,
Well done. Only one in the lower league.
Shit, it's called
I don't belong there.
That's true.
As you can clearly see on the table, undefeated on the top of the table. I don't belong there.
Yeah, you do.
Because I got a weaker midfield because all my best bloody players
Your
retired.
defence is just something.
Oh, my midfielder at Whiteside got up to 1.2 million, and within the space of about 1 week of hiring him in, I was being damned by Hayden and about others because he was worth 15 million. And there were offers to buy him, and I was like, oh, fuck off. Selling him.
Yeah, it's like a Black Dynamite made in 2009. It's Black Plantation style.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Caught in. I've got 1 hour 35 left, 1 hour 39 battery.
But yeah, I don't like it.
What?
I didn't see Star Wars.
I'm doing my interviews now. I thought I'd do my interviews.
Okay.
Well, I've been still here for this
I
band.
never really knew it or really.
Guess who's first?
When episode 3 came out, I saw all 6 of them.
Hello.
Like episode 3.
Dean,
When I
hello.
went to the cinema,
My first support interviews, I promise I'd do some. So, weather-wise today, pretty decent, you must say yourself.
Didn't expect to get sunburned.
No, compared to last year, you got rain checked
Trying to sound racial.
several times.
We had like
So far, what are you rating of this meet so far? Better organised?
in a way that
Better organised, but it's also
very
strange.
Yeah. Although having said
It
that,
is strange, eh?
it's Mark Million.
I mean, come on, we got kids by there, and legally speaking, I can't flick over because they are kids, and I can't put them on there. Obviously, you're old enough. Everyone else is old enough.
Yeah, it didn't really get much.
These three, him by there, and the horse.
Me here.
I can't fit the kids.
Like stupid.
But yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Weather-wise, spot on.
Up, although to be
I'd like to say the weather forecast was liars.
what's worse now when we
It did rain a tiny bit before anyone else got
I
it.
watch it with like Mark or
There was a slightly, like 7 drops in total or something.
Well, that's must be what they call the shower in London.
Laughing before the jokes come in. Like, you know, when she's like, you know, Tom Slick. No, she's from Tom Slick.
So yeah, so far so good with all the meeting. We are halfway through today. We still got 6 hours left.
From the entire thing.
And tomorrow. What time are you shooting back off tomorrow? Late?
I think my train is about
But you see,
between 5 and 6.
We don't discriminate.
his delivery of lines is
Sorry?
Yeah, send them over.
I think I might get a later train on tomorrow myself and go about 8 o'clock and get the next one.
I found that out. One on their own. We only
so we can all.
What next?
Are people coming back tomorrow? Or?
Yeah, he's like proper.
Well, we're staying over, right?
9. Is that the
Yeah, right. You're staying over. Are you as well?
Yeah.
Well, when you see him with a nunchuck,
We're all.
I think so.
Oh, yeah, right.
I wouldn't.
I'm not entirely sure who's staying.
But like, yeah, I didn't know he was
Jimbo.
proper. Like,
Jimbo. 9 out of 10 people enjoy gang rape. It's an old one, but a good one. 9 out of 10 people enjoy gang rape.
Ouch!
An old one, but a good one.
This is a new guy. I think the best definition of rape.
Sorry, Mr. PPs.
It's not rape.
First ever live
Sex
mafia.
you didn't know you wanted.
Yes, or it's just surprise sex. I came up with a fucking amazing one yesterday. What was it? Yeah.
It lasted so long. It came down.
I'll say it when I'm on.
So.
I was kind of worried how we're going to do day and night phases
I was
with it
like,
now.
go for something about pedo gag, and I was just like,
It's difficult with, alright, I'm going to know, everyone shut their eyes.
I was pretty
Except
proud
the
of that.
mafia. And you don't know who shut their eyes, you
to
all
do
shut
that
their eyes.
once because
Oh my god, isn't the sun getting stronger?
you two both. I wrote on your cards. You can use the kill power alongside your regular power. Both of you failed to do that. And I was sort of thinking, right, how do I go back and not make it obvious that I'm telling the mafia that they have to give me a kill target?
Yeah. I still got away with it. Lol.
You could have said, right then, mafia, you have to give your kill powers without just shout it out.
Yeah.
Then everyone could deny they're mafia, or everyone could deny they're not. You wouldn't know, because you wouldn't know who mafia is, and you wouldn't know who town is.
Oh yeah.
The mafia have to stay quiet and kind of go, right.
I'm not mafia.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think not mafia.
it was kind of
I like that you did
double negative.
Just to make it clear now, I'm not mafia either.
my kind of sort of.
Oh, it's I nearly
Mafia?
fucked up at one point. I said, I can't remember. Oh, it was glorious. Absolutely glorious.
It was the best possible way for it to go because one mafia died and then it came down to the last mafia to town. So it lasted as long as it possibly could have
And
in any scenario.
protector. I was like, oh.
Yeah, if
Then we're getting
survived, as soon as he said it, you're like, yeah, I'll vote for you then.
Yeah, because I was like, there was 3 people left at the end, and I was like, hang on.
It would have
I've
just been
been
a draw
saying
because
all
he would have
game-
obviously protected himself and you would have tried to kill him. So it would have just been a draw.
It was like 3 of us, and I was like, hang on, I've been saying all game that I unquestionably trust Robbie.
Back to you two in a minute.
I'm just like, okay, these things
In the moment, in the lower league, teams like Recall United, which are shite.
Recall
Recall are shite.
Well, for me, it is old.
Well, they're good for them.
Jim Bob standing there.
Obviously, don't.
I have video evidence that back
Recall are better than most teams in the lower league.
How are you in the lower league? You are in the top division about a season ago.
Yeah, the thing is,
Point it at me and point it at him. I'd like to verify right now that Recall United are better than him.
seeing him again. I don't.
Yeah, how
Recall United are top of the lower league.
Sal, can we do a wee interview here?
Oh yeah.
Recall United, how long has your team been about?
Longer than yours.
Exactly.
Because mine's still the original team. You've changed
Exactly.
yours twice
So
now.
even though Recall United's been about for 4 years, Bayern Neverlusen have been about for 2 seasons, and they're still doing slightly similar to Recall United. What do you have to say about that?
What I did say about the Man United is that Recall United are undefeated still.
I am relieved that everyone was like.
But Recall United have been about for 4 years longer than Bayern Neverlusen.
Yes, but Recall United aren't quite knowledgeable about football and that. We're still developing.
So what you're saying is Recall United have a shit manager.
Recall United have a manager who's also developing with the team.
So Recall United have a manager who's shit, and the football team is shit.
No, what I'm also saying is the fact that not only Recall United not shit,
But they're still.
they're not in the league side yet, but they are a middle league side who unfortunately went down to the lower leagues because teams like Bayern Leverkusen automatically demoted themselves from the elite leagues straight down to the lower leagues, missing the middle league.
So, if teams such as Bayern Leverkusen didn't regenerate as new teams, you would have done better. But 4 teams from the top league disintegrated. So, that means 4 new teams must have gone up to the top league, but Recall still went down.
Recall should have stayed in the middle league because
But they didn't.
4 teams should have gone up to the elite league to replace the 4 teams that went down to the lower league.
So, why didn't Recall go up?
No relegations to the middle league Unfortunately, I should have stayed in the middle league.
But that didn't happen. Why not?
Because Hayden's a twat.
Interview over.
Oh.
Right, guys, wait, cut us all.
Bear in mind, Hayden's not actually a twat.
Guys, that interview.
Submarine in the best team anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying it because he's shit.
Everyone is that?
I think it's mine actually.
Can I have a sip?
It's the Waters of the World collection.
Yeah, let's go.
Hayden ain't really shit, really. But
A couple of possibilities. One,
That's we need to get it up.
it's still recording, by the way.
Is it?
don't. In which case,
I have only been here 1.5 seasons, and I won't be probably the best manager. Just give me 5 years and I'll be there.
no, not really.
I'll win the top league.
He's quite extraneous.
And I'll probably be...
The Recall United manager, he's still developing up his skills. He has a team so far which are currently cracking down the lower league. We're only down in the lower leagues because we're currently developing the midfield that should be better again. I will have to emphasise the point is, since the retirements of
retirements.
two key players of Recall United, we have suffered.
In both cases,
But we are developing at the mid-league.
Maybe if you gave him a better contract, they wouldn't want to retire.
They were 37.
Maybe if Ryan Giggs is 40, so...
it's not like I haven't been.
He did retire from international league football.
No, because you always end up.
I wasn't aware that Expert 11 was international, so...
I also had to mention the fact as well that I'm not only managing just Recall United, I'm also managing 2 other teams.
Have you now?
Maybe different.
I have an international team and an official
Take the
team.
camera for a minute.
Some degree of whether it outweighes whatever else.
So, Recall United, how many times have you won the league as a manager? Twice. The top league. The top league, the Premier Division. 0. So, Charlie Douglas, manager of Bayern Neverlusen, how many times have you won the league as a manager? The top league, this is.
And or interested in serving.
Oh, yes, Charlie, I won it once in the third division, in the third ever series of the league. What can you say about that Recall United?
I wasn't around then, so I can't back that up to prove it.
Sucks to be you.
Rosie, I talked to as well.
So, never mind. Overall, Zell,
That was kind of weird.
your views and opinions on the argument between Bayern Neverlusen and Recall United?
The thing is, try and be nice.
Old teams, old managers. Yellow Submarine are going up. They're going down.
Because every now and then.
Unfortunately, no one lives in the Yellow Submarine except the
I
Beatles.
think overall it's just better when I don't.
Well, I do. I'm not going to say where it
And
is.
it's annoying because he knows everyone.
You need to have
All that you need to know
And it's
is
like
that
trying to pour
in a few seasons' time, Yellow Submarine will be top of the
fucking connected with the fucking
elite league, and it'll just be dominance from there on. Everyone will probably just quit because they'll just be so tired of me winning the league all the time.
Whatever I decide.
We're going to admit the fact that not only to have a private league team, Recall United, private league and Europe League, have an official team in Europe Elites as well, and they have an international team.
It's unfair on whoever, manner-wise.
It's your choice.
And it's shit.
That's what I'm going to say.
I was invited to join and I joined.
Generally carrying on being genial to anyone that's
Film that.
That sums up Neverlusen, spilling themselves all over the floor.
Neverlusen. Bayern Neverlusen.
How many times have you lost?
Bayern Neverlusen lost 3 times. That's Recall United manager Jim S signing off.